It's live? Oh, oh, it is live. No. Oh my god. Okay, thank you. Finally, I was trying to... Sorry for if there is any delays or confusion of am I live or not. I was trying to use OBS, but I think having two scheduled live stream events confused it. And yeah, then I just couldn't get it working. So we're going back with nvidia broadcasting. That said, I am worried it's gonna cancel on me again like what happened last stream. And none of the security checkpoint stuff has popped up, so that's why I'm kind of worried. I don't know why that happened. I don't know if it's because I didn't respond to the second security check. But let's just get on with this. So I think just based on the images I was looking at from the last stream where it ended, I was reading one of the memos after I read the journal. Now obviously I realized that I did not read the previous journals. So we're actually gonna, you know what, let's go all the way back. We're gonna crawl to that guy. We're gonna crawl to that guy, read what, just in case there's any important information. Because that's one thing I am worried about. That said, we already do know about, oh my god, what was the... Okay, well I'm gonna have to look the information up. But there's a passcode, right? That suddenly it just left my brain. This one's short at least. May 18th. More power outages today. Damn it. I thought they had a lid on that. People have been way crankier than usual. One of my boys just broke down today, shaking and scratching like he was suffering from withdrawal or something. I checked with the nurses who examined him, and it seems like there was some sort of drug in his system. He swore blind he wasn't dirty and hadn't been taking anything, but they're already preparing a tribunal for the poor guy. The thing is, I believe him. Everybody's been acting a bit particular lately. November 6th. What's happening to my beautiful ship? That crap is growing up the spine of this baby like a cancer. I keep mailing Dr. Milan about it, but he hasn't responded to any of my messages. I know he's reading them, because I get more of those stooges from hydroponics down to collect samples whenever I send more than a few words his way. I managed to corner his assistant the other day and demanded to know when we'd be getting our share of the rations. She looked at me like she hadn't slept in a week and said, soon. None of us are sleeping properly. I tried to greet each day with a smile, but the wrenches are getting panicky, if not mutinous. I spend my time breaking up fights instead of maintaining the engines. I was thinking of taking a group down to the engine ports and torching that shit off the hull, but I'm worried it's too late for that now. December 20th. No more engineers. No more hope. When you take those things away, you got nothing left. I'm dictating this wedge under the main security terminal. I don't think any of those things will hear me. The rest of the survivors are holed up in the bulkheads, but nobody was willing to risk leaving until we had some sort of protection. I pointed out how we'd either starve or die anyway, so they voted overwhelmingly for me to try and get help. So I came down here through one of the maintenance access tunnels and programmed the security terminal to mark any individuals with their PDTs still implanted as hostiles. That should at least get the turrets on our side. But I'm not sure it'll work. But it's all I could do. I'm alone now. Hell, I'm used to it. Never met the right girl and all that. I'm pretty sure I heard Lotus screaming, you know? They're probably all dead now, but I can't know for sure. I could hear those things peeling panels off the floor and walls like they were paper, and I'll be damned if they'll find me cowering under the floor like that. Guy Fawkes jumped with the noose around his neck when he was about to be executed. Did you know that? They were going to half strangle him and then rip him to pieces, but he cheated the executioners, breaking his own neck before they could carry on torturing him. I'm going to do likewise. Got a gun for my protection, see. Only one bullet left, but no matter. I'll only need one. Okay, so... okay. So that's what happened to him. Right, let's make our exit out. There we go. It's like, where is the exit button? Okay, I'm getting constantly paranoid that the stream is still going. Alright, so now let's read the entries, the PDAs here. Alright, this one's also short. April 16th. That utter jerk. I cannot believe that asshole. What kind of man dumps a girl on their anniversary? Poor Danica's in hysterics. I had to swap my shift on account of that prick. Sadie made that easy enough. She's such a good friend to me. We were inseparable at nursing school until she decided to branch out into botany. She seems she's suited more to general medical research than patient care. That's fine. I don't mind. I prefer working with people. Oh, I totally lost my place. I prefer working... What? Where did I lose my place? Fine, I prefer working with people to plants anyway. The new walkway in hydroponics is a bonus too. Some of our boys like to stretch their new limbs among the greenery. Who said that the new departments were of no use? This is selfish, I know, but damn it. I've had so much on my plate. I'm having to do serious overtime, and then ungrateful turds like Eric means I've got even more to deal with. My poor baby sister. Body of a 30-year-old woman, mind of a 16-year-old girl. Apparently, he says being the pilot of the Osmondeus is just too much pressure on the relationship, as is that sweet little co-pilot he recently acquired. I've had it up to here with pilots. Are they ever not chasing tail? Well, tonight should be okay as I've got Danica coming around with some of the girls and a shipment of Martian champagne. July 10th. The budget increase is proving to be a blessing and a curse. We've got more equipment for sure, but nowhere near enough space for it. If only the Groom Lake was one of those modular types, we might be able to get some extra room. Sadie and I are working our butts off around here. God bless Sadie. If it wasn't for her, I'd probably be an alcoholic by now. Danica's still not over her douchebag ex and calls me up crying most nights just to talk about how she misses him. Next time I see him, I'm going to punch his lights out. I worry about Danica. She's depressed, not eating, not sleeping. I might ask Gracia to book her in for an appointment. She needs to shrink. Work-wise, the regeneration tanks are working beautifully, but the increased demand for them means we're running short of chemical dissociation reagents, and the cell growth regeneration fluid is pretty much spent. Speaking of fluid, it's this new stuff Dr. Merlan's unit has had us using. It's technically the same as the last stuff, but I'm sure the molecular composition is different. Apparently, it's 4 times as effective. It seems kind of unpredictable, actually. I've already asked Dr. Harvey to request that we switch back to the old one, which he has done. Twice. Why are they ignoring us? September 18th. Crazy huge brawl in the mess hall today. All of these guys sweating and looking like they'd OD'd or something. There's been a spike in violent assaults. I'd swear it has something to do with the new supplies that came in. Ever since the new regen fluid, it seems like everything else is slightly off too. I'm sure of it. Diet, medicine, genetic samples, you name it. I spoke to Sadie and she also swears there's been tampering. The idea that we've been ingesting bad food for months scares the shit out of me. I'm going to get a friend of mine to analyze some samples. Until then, I'm locking my door at night. I'm not sure who I can trust. Sadie's been giving me strange looks too. I might actually change the lock. Erica Boxes. Sorry, just like, who's the name of this person? Anyway, December 19th. I don't care anymore. I just don't care. I have to see Danica. I have to. She's with 2 others near the hangars, and I'm stuck here in medical. 2 rifles taken from Malone and Bird and laser scalpel. That's all we have to get there. Sadie keeps fighting on me on this and making excuses. She's starting to piss me off. Has that idiot forgotten where we are? That the Groom Lake is now a freaking hunting ground, and my sister is in the middle of it. I don't fucking care if they don't come with me. I have to see my sister. I had to know about Danica. I heard her on the radio a day or so ago, so I know she's still alive. She has to be hiding. Danica was always better than me at hide-and-seek back home. It took hours to find her. Once, Mom sent a search party for her, and she'd been hiding at the bottom of the garden, tucked inside a dirt hole where Dad was planting beets. She's hiding. She has to be. Sadie has caused me problems. If she won't come with me, I guess I'll have to make her come along, whether she wants to or not. Okay. Now, does this say something? It looks like it's something, but I guess it's not. Okay. This one starts with the mess hall, and this is Sadie. I thought that becoming the new head medical tech on this deck would actually improve things, but it's like being thrown into the lion's den. The lockdown a few months back was a pain, but these inventory discrepancies are the real problem. And then yesterday, the system went haywire. The first thing Erica does, of course, is call up her little sister to make sure she's okay. I suppose I can understand that. I just wish that, well, I wish she'd ask after me sometimes, too. Yesterday, during the power outage, I was locked inside the storage room for 2 hours. But Danica's fine, of course, so who cares about me? I was only trapped in a product storage room with only plant cultures and human limbs for company. To look at them, actually. It's part of my job, with the plants anyway. And I had to do something to keep my mind off things. Good specimen, all of them, except for sample 99D, E, and F. I couldn't for the life of me work out why samples this badly mutated would be permitted anywhere near the greenhouse. These are recent too. Dear God, what imbecile in shipping sent these to storage? Kane's hydroponics have the strictest quarantine regulations in the galaxy, punishable by losing your damn job. It must be that new section a few floors down. They've got all kinds of fools on the payroll. You know, I usually like to spend time in the greenhouse, but I swear something's going funny with some of the new crops. Erica said I'm probably just imagining it, but I had a whole batch of brassica growth cultures thrown out the other day, showing signs of what looked like Dutch elm disease. How is that possible? I'm going to submit a report. How am I supposed to explain to Dr. Milan and the board that we have mutated cultures in storage and perfectly good crops with extinct disease is another matter. Hello, Paul Springer. Anyway, back to December 20th. Erica's lost her damn mind. I'm scared out of my mind right now. She's dragged us on a fool's errand across the ship to look for Danica. I tried to tell her how I saw one of those things wearing Danica's face the other morning. Oh God, makes me want to puke just thinking about it. It looked like a deflated balloon. As it scuttled up the walls, I swear Ingracia fried it with a bolt, but we can't be sure. He's a psychiatrist, not a soldier. Then again, are any of us soldiers? Erica seemed to think we're in the Marine Corps, waving around that rifle with a crazy look in her eye, threatening to kill anyone who disagrees with her. Erica, I told her, you are a nurse. God, I barely recognize her anymore. What happened to my best friend? What happened to that girl from Stokely, Mississippi? I don't know who Erica Boxer is anymore. Erica died this morning. My friend is gone. One of those horrific things tore her spine out of her body right in front of my eyes. I must be one of the last ones left alive. Not that I've got long. I'm infected with something, I can feel it. I checked out the hydroponics lab this morning. It's a wreck. I could have told them, anyone could have told them, that trying to breed a new fungus to kill the old one would be disastrous. The rest of it won't budge. I've tried tearing it away from with the laser scalpel Erica gave me, but it did nothing. Zip, zilch, nada. What doesn't kill it really does make it stronger. I'm going back to retrieve Erica's remains later. I know she died a crazy woman, but she was my friend. I still love her. Okay. Tore out her spine, huh? Okay. Alright. So now I'm trying to remember. So I know we left off looking at this. Did I think I grabbed the personal data tag already. But I'm trying to remember which of the memos I had read or not. You know what? I'll just read them both again just in case. Okay. Oh wait, this is the personal tag thing? Never mind. Okay, never mind. Oh, well, okay, password's Aegis. There we go. Need that anyway. Here we go. There's two of these anyway. Analysis report. Dr. Milan has recalibrated his guidelines for subjects in Project Seed, and specifically the requirements for any female subjects who have previously been pregnant. The female subjects should ideally have been screened, but their precise source is not important. Since the project has a 99.89% chance of a non-fatal reaction in subjects, members of staff will be eligible for this test. The ideal subject is as follows. Blood type O, between 5'5" and 6 feet, free of any genetic defects, between 18 and 40. Subjects must have recently been pregnant, ideally within the past year. Regards, C. Bachman. Okay, let's read this one. The nurse. We have disagreed often, but never so more than now. I'm aware that Miss Callister doesn't work in surgery and that the chief nurse boxer has seniority in terms of rank. However, Callister has one of the most extraordinary organizational minds I've ever worked with. The project storage area are clean and well indexed. Therefore, I have to challenge your demand that I remove her from her position because of these false reports she has been sending you about anomalies in the supplies. I have no doubt that your claims of her illicitly taking samples is also only an accusation. She's a fine worker and reports only what she feels is right. I'll be taking no action against her. You are in charge of the project, but you must allow me to choose my staff at my own discretion. Regards, Zaya. Okay, so that's where we left off, and also what I missed. So I need to...
I can't see it working like that.
I don't even know what... Alright, okay. We can now use this, Was it here? I thought the entrance is here. I guess the entrance is over here. Oh, okay. Because we have the personal data tag, PDT. There we go. It's like, what the hell is his name? In order to access this? No, not the reception chair. Medical Bay Terminal. Oh, we're just gonna put it right on the seat, huh? Elizabeth Swanson. Ah.
Are you expecting a beautiful bouncing baby boy? Speak to your nearest administrator for details on our enrollment talks
Okay.
program.
Can't do anything with that though.
Pay location to Titan. Competition is
Entrance to the medical facilities. Can I walk forward there? Either way, I need to remove my PDT. So how am I prepping for surgery here? Oh, this is now open as well. Okay, I thought I only took on that one force field, but took down all of them. Okay, and I left that there, so I can't... Right, and we can't use this, correct? I'm just gonna double check again.
I don't think this will fit.
Okay. But I do need the anesthetic. Is it empty? Is this oxygen tank empty? Cryopreservation.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
Okay. I think so. There really is nothing for us here. So what is over, down, past this force field? Besides maybe a whole load of dead bodies. Okay, I'm assuming he is in the dark somewhere because I can't see anything. Discarded stasis pod.
Tia, a survivor.
Is someone alive?
Not exactly. He's in stasis.
It can be dangerous to wake someone from stasis without the proper procedures being followed.
So who the hell woke me?
Forget him, John. You need to think about the mission.
What? Are you being deflective or? Okay, what am I looking for? We have empty stasis pod. So we have one. Oh, that's him walking. I'm like, and possibly in the middle of all this slaughter, there's another survivor, clearly alive. His life signs seem normal. How aware is he of what happened on board the Groom Lake? Okay, I thought I was talking about... I guess I must have clicked this too earlier. I hit that point where he would talk about this guy here. What am I supposed to be clicking? Problem is, I'm clicking around here, and he's actually my character is actually walking around. Oh, that was a place to go. Legs. Stasis pod chip. Human torso. Just the torso? Red lights cast long. Come on, I'm trying to read that. Red lights cast. Can you? Red lights cast a long, wicked shadow across the victim's face. Storage crates. Storage crates. Storage tanks. Why am I grabbing a pair of legs?
Another body. 2.
Oh, okay. I'm not looking at the legs. I'm looking at their PDA. This is Burke Carter. February 20th. Be still my beating heart. I saw the most divine creature in hydroponics. She's friends with that nurse, Erica. Erica gives me the evil eye, but Sadie is just a divine thing. Curves in all the right places and the face of an angel. I keep trying to come up with reasons to visit medicinal hydroponics section. She never sees me though. I'm not trained medical staff. Those soldiers in the recovery room give me funny looks if I'm at the window trying to get her attention. I have to find a way to speak to Sadie directly. I've seen her head to the decontamination room, and she seems to go there after every shift. I might try and strike up a conversation by one of the machines. Maybe offer to buy her a drink. I'll do it tomorrow. Or maybe the day after, because tomorrow I've got a double shift. Still, it takes a brave man to work in unknown science in the bosom of the cosmos, doesn't it? Like the jocks back at school would ever be able to do what I frickin' do. I risk a life and limb to repair essential electronics, and that takes courage. I may not be a soldier, but I think I have the right to call myself a man of courage. May 20th. What's with the shutdown? Jesus, 9 days now. I've been trying to get through to the surgical pods for a week. I gave up going to hydroponics to see Sadie after they started restricting access to unnecessary personnel. So now I just hang around product storage by the vending machines, hoping to see her. When I do, I just choke up. Damn, I'm so pathetic. I'm reading this book by Aaron Sanchez. It's about the eugenics war. It's freaking amazing that we're even allowed to do what we do on the Groom Lake. What with what happened all those years ago. I have to hide the book though. Dr. Milan saw me reading it in the rec room and he went totally apeshit, threatened to burn the book and fire my ass. So now it stays under my pillow. And I sure as hell don't take it on my rounds. Instead, I bring one of the Pangea series by W.C. Dark with me. Is that his real name? Doubt it. I love Major... Plateau? I first read that as plot hole. I love Major Plowtoll. He's incredible. Sometimes wished I'd had the balls to be in the Marines rather than engineering. I'd love to be like him. November 23rd. Rations arrived today. Nobody is impressed. It's all emergency shit, so hardly gourmet, but man, I wasn't expecting much, but this is seriously bad. Because food's short, people are going bug fuck. Lotus Punch Malone broke the poor bastard's nose. Steve's having trouble keeping everyone's fist off each other. I keep asking why we can't just raid hydroponics, but they keep shouting me down, especially Sadie. She looks so pissed when she sees me, but nowhere near as pissed as when she looks at Dr. Milan and Dr. Alraj Kupar. Alraj Kupar. I don't know how to pronounce that. She must despise me. Why didn't I just ask her out before? Because you're a coward, Burke. A dirty, stinking coward. December 18th. The power went out again. I'm so freaking scared I can barely breathe. Those rumors of animals prowling around medical? Not rumors. I saw one guy ripped apart by one of those things. I couldn't make it out too well. Pale skin, tails, I think. They move around like a pack of dogs, and they're strong. People are scared and hungry. I kept a small stash of food in my quarters. I didn't even tell Steve about it. I feel ashamed for keeping it to myself, but people are getting crazy, man. I think it might actually be against regulation to hoard food. Miglietta would kill me if he knew I had rations hidden. Come on. The guy's nuts. He practically strangled me the other day. Carswell had to restrain